Hey guys, this is Coach Vassar. Thank you for joining me. This is going to be day 2 of 12 Days of Fitness. This was the best signature of 2024. We're going to see the return of the all-out mayhem workout where they did a twist on capture the flag. So we're going to do a little deep dive of the overview and of course key concepts, and then the treads, rower, weight floor, all that fun stuff, and talk about the 3G as well. As always, any feedback, let me know. If you find value in them, information description on supporting me. But let's dive into it. So we're going to see the signature workout that topped the charts, supposedly. We worked together to get through the burpee relay. It's a solo challenge to get through as many rounds as you can on the treads, capturing flags along the way, check your tread card, and set your goals. The rower, it's a team rowing challenge to complete rounds on the rower together and see which flag you can capture. And then on the floor, it's a burpee relay, which is exactly how it sounds, how it works. Everyone on the floor gets a turn to do burpees each round. The catch, the burpees go up each round. More rounds equals a different flag captured. Which flags can your team get? So when we look at the treads, hopefully you printed out the tread cards. That way it's a little bit less work for you guys. But check out the tread cards. Distances go down as inclines go up. And then distances go up as inclines go down. You decide how much recovery time you need between rounds. Every 2 rounds you complete, you capture a flag. How many flags will you capture today? So you're working through your rounds to capture as many flags solo. You want to clear out the OT Connect at the start of every round. That way it's a little bit easier to track your distance. Round 1 is the longest, but it's at flat road. And then it's going to decrease in duration and increase on the incline. Walk recoveries, use OTB as a tool for the members today. So if they do these efforts correctly, they're definitely going to be orange, maybe even the red when they finish their distance. So take that walk recovery, at least get back to, like a mid to low green, or maybe even blue, for those who feel like they need that extra recovery, and then they go into it. Now, some quick math here. They're going to be completing, if they try to get through round 7, 3 miles of work, not including any walk recoveries. So the likelihood of many people getting that, the mayhem flag, pretty low. Not to say it's not possible, but either they are not taking walk recoveries, or they're just that fit, and kudos to them. But honestly, trying to get through at least round 4 is a good goal for a majority of people. So they start off with a 0.7 mile tread, with this being the longest one at flat road. This is a good opportunity to maybe do like base or just above base for some people, maybe a little bit closer to a push for the more conditioned athletes. Definitely, cater to your members. Round 2, it's 0.5 at a 3% incline. Yes, it's a shorter distance, but that incline, even at that same speed from before, is going to make it a little bit tougher. And then we just kind of follow that trend. 0.3 at 5%, 0.1 at 7%. After that, they work their way back down. So 0.3 starting at 5%, 0.5 at 3%, and then they finish with that flat road. If for some crazy reason they're able to get through everything, awesome. They're gonna walk as long as they want, tread until the finisher, and then the finisher, of course, is they just keep working for that final minute, or if they are done, have them do a 1 minute all out. Once again, at least round 4, the orange flag would be like a great goal for a majority of members. For those who are a little bit more overzealous, maybe see if they can shoot for that red. But yeah, honestly, that mayhem goal is going to be really tough to do for a lot of people. That's the treads. There's really like not much going on over there, because it's going to be a lot of, member paced. So if anything from you as a coach, it's all about, those motivational cues. You could do like the follow the leader style where, as you see one person finishing up, let them know like, hey, John, excellent job. Way to finish out that 0.5. Make sure drop it flat road, walk as long as you need. When you see that heart rate start to come down, maybe back to green, clear out your screen and start your next round. Simple. All right. Now we look at the weight floor, the other half. So the weight floor and the rowers, so these are both going to be team relays. And what we're going to see on the floor is a total of 4 different movements. Strap, reverse, grip, low row, and then a single arm contralateral overhead reverse lunge, followed by strap Y raise, and then the dumbbell squat. For these movements, strap, reverse grip, low row is pretty simple. I know a lot of people complained about the overhead reverse lunge because they felt like they couldn't lunge as heavy because their shoulder was like the limiting factor. Well, surprise, that's kind of the point. One thing that I noticed last time that we've done these kind of movements is on the video, they're holding the dumbbell this direction as it's overhead. That's pretty hard on the shoulder, but honestly, a neutral grip position is a little bit easier to keep stacked. And what you could remind people of is really trying to reach, lock out that elbow, and allow the shoulder to come up a little bit and then pack it down. And then having that slight internal rotation, so try to drive the thumb out as they're grabbing the dumbbell and keep it strong that way. Strap Y ways, obviously palms are down, they come out, right back down, kind of targeting the same area. As far as options go, they mentioned for the Y raise, they could do a strap high row because they'll target that muscle, but obviously it's going to be a different plane of motion compared to extending up versus pulling back. And then for the burpee, it's a body weight burpee. So that's a good thing about this way. Now, the way it kind of works is station number 1, when you start the block, station number 1, they don't even start the movements. Everyone else starts with that reverse grip low row, but the person on station 1, they're going to perform one burpee, then they go to that reverse grip low row. Once they've done that burpee, station number 2 will do 1 burpee, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6. Maybe you have 12 stations. After station number 12 has done that 1 burpee, then station 1, 2 burpees, all the way through. Once station 12 gets to 2, take it back to station 1, and they do 3. And they just keep working their way up that way. And there's a couple ways to kind of track this. One thing that was kind of fun that my studio did is we actually have like little flags that we got on Amazon for capture the flag. And what I had people do for the weight floor is whoever had to do the burpees, they had to have the flag. So they actually had to hand it off, which of course meant the person who was on the very end, not only did they have to do their burpees, they also had to like run down the room and hand the flag back to station number 1. But it made it very easy visually for members to know like, oh, like I'm about to have to do burpees, so I better stop here and then do my burpees and then pick it back up. So you could do that, something like that, or like if you have like a paper flag, whatever. But honestly, a visual aid is so helpful for that. And then we also kind of swapped out the flag. So after they've completed 4 rounds for the green flag, when they went on to round 5, I gave them an orange flag. So they knew, okay, we're on round 5 now. We have to do 5 burpees. Same thing for the red. Once they've done 5 and 6 with the orange, round 7, red flag, and they go through it. Obviously, a larger section means they're not going to get through as many rounds because more people are doing burpees, which takes more time. I remember we had one group where this was like on a Friday afternoon, and so classes were a little bit smaller, and I had one class that was only 4 people. Needless to say, they got to like round 11. It was not fun. So after a certain point, we're just like, we can stop the burpees. It's fine, guys. And they were very grateful for that. But in a larger class, unless they're really trying to hustle fast with the burpees, probably orange. 5-6 rounds would be a great goal for most classes. When we look at the second block, this is going to be for the rower. They are going to start off together with a 150 meter all-out row. As soon as they're done, they're going to grab their med ball. They're going to do a squat hold. Once everyone has done their squat hold, then you as a coach will tell them to perform the squat to the rainbow. So they squat, stand up, come back, squat, stand up, come back. They have 4 of those. Then they get back on the rower, and then they do another 150 meter all-out row. And then they'll just keep repeating that. When we did it, we had everyone launch at the same time for the rowers for that all-out. And during that section, of course, the treads are pretty self-sufficient during this, so you should be able to give plenty of attention to the rowers. If you see that there's one rower who's constantly struggling and they're finishing very late compared to everyone else, off mic, let them know like, hey, instead of 150, let's, maybe do 125. That way they're still getting that all-out effort, but maybe they're finishing around the same time as everyone else. That way they don't feel like they're holding people back, because that's obviously one of the big things when it comes to like a team or partner workout. On Reddit, people always, voice that opinion of like, I don't want to hold back my partners, which is never the case. It's because like everyone's going to get a workout in no matter what. So that's going to be the 2G. When we look at the 3G, we're going to see on the weight floor, on the treads, same setup, solo, capture the flag, 0.7, 0.5, 0.3, 0.1. That's it. So once they complete a round, they get their flag. If they complete all 4 rounds, they get the mayhem flag, and then the bonus is the tread until the time for finisher. So they have 14 and a half minutes, and here we're gonna see a total of 1.6 miles in those 14 and a half minutes, which is, that's pretty aggressive for a 3G block. Also accounting for the fact that they should be taking walk recoveries. So just be aware of that. Once again, same thing. Maybe at least the orange, maybe the red would be a good goal for a lot of people. The call out for this one is the final 45 seconds is an all out, or they continue. So stopwatch is at 13:45. That's when they're hitting their 45-second all out. For the rower, this is going to be solo as well. They have 2 blocks, 6.5 minutes for block 1. It's a 100-meter all-out row paired up with the med ball, reverse lunge, hold to angled press. So they're going to hold it here. They do a squat, and then I believe they press it out to the side. The next one, it's the other side, or excuse me, not out to the side. It goes out to the front, like at a 45. That's what it was. And they'll alternate their legs for 10 reps total, 5 each, and they're going to increase their row length by 50 every single time, and there's no cap to this, and the goal is to complete as many rounds as possible. So if they might see themselves getting to 300, 350 for an all-out effort row, that's gonna be pretty brutal. They'll have 90 seconds to recover and then get ready for the second block, where they're gonna pick up at the last row distance completed, and then they're gonna do the squat to rainbow that we saw from the 2G, and then they're gonna work their way back down. This is also 6.5 minutes. So ideally they should get back to that 100-meter or at least 150-meter all-out row. Finisher is gonna be that 45-second all-out timed with the treads. Now the weight floor, this is gonna be the team relay again, same thing, but of course 14.5 minutes. Set up exactly the same, so you'll have the same movements as they tackle the station 1 will do their burpees, work their way through, all that fun stuff. Nice and simple. So that's the burpee relay. Keep in mind, there's also the video daily beat that's on the template itself. So by all means, definitely click on that, watch that. If you don't have access to it, I'm also going to upload it on this YouTube channel. But hopefully you do have access to your Orange University. If not, maybe submit a help desk ticket. Talk to your head coach, talk to your studio manager. That's all I got for you guys. As always, thank you. Appreciate you, and coach it down.